Jay, welcome. How are you today, pal? What do you have for me?
I'm doing well. Hey, 139 shots they took last night, dude. 46% of them are threes. That's what the college basketball is coming to. I'm going to the McDonald's All-American game coming up here on Wednesday night, and that's all they're going to do. They're going to shoot threes. I mean, the first shot out of the game was Trayvon Duval hitting a brick. It looked like my second serve in mixed doubles. I mean, It was brutal.
Right.
And I honestly, I think that's where it's going. I mean, you were referring the Georgetown game. They only took 98 shots back then, dude. They shot over 50%. I mean, the game is that's where it is. It's just three-pointers.
Too much. See, the problem with the problem with the three-point game is if they don't shoot the ball well from three, it becomes very monotonous seeing them hoist threes on a day and every time down the court deal. If they don't make them, it's electric, crowds into it, and everything else. But
they don't make them.
They don't make them nearly enough. 30% is pretty horrendous. There's no question about it.
They don't make them. And you mentioned, are you going to the Masters next week?
No, I wish I was. We're going to do so. We'll do plenty of Masters here on the channel, but I am not going.
Okay.
No, I wish I was.
How was your tennis match on Saturday?
Yeah, I did play tennis on Saturday. I have trouble beating. I'm the worst of this double crew. I got like about 7 or 8 guys, and I'm the worst of them. These guys are very. I'll give you an example. Okay. We played 3 sets of doubles on Saturday. Hard court, 8 o'clock in the morning. I play with a guy who's top 100 in the United States, 50 and over. Okay, that's how good he is. And we played 2 other guys. His name is Michael Frank. Look him up. And we played 2 other guys who I play with all the time, Eddie Budovich and Jeff Wilkes, in 3 sets. 3 sets in 2 hours. We didn't. I think we had 2 break points. Think about that for a minute. Hard court now. 3 sets. I mean, that's ridiculous. And you're playing, and I play the forehand side there, at the deuce court, and my partner is playing the ad court in 3 sets. From 8 a.m. to 10 o'clock in the morning, we lost 6-4. We won the second set 6-7, and won the tiebreaker, and lost the third set 6-2. And in 3 sets, I think. It might have been 3, but I think we had 2 break points. That's it. That is hard. I mean, that tells you. And the problem with me in that doubles is I will get broken serve once, and I will not volley well enough in the big spot where I will not put away that volley that I got to put away. I will return pretty well. I'll chase down balls. I'll throw good lobs up, but I will not volley the way I need to volley, and I won't serve well enough. And as a result, I'm not a good doubles player. So I always play with the best guy against these 2, and I never win. It's funny. I'm the Washington Generals when it comes to this stuff. I never win. Here's Zach in Rochester, New York, and he's with us here on Mad Dog Unleashed. Zach, welcome. It's your turn. How are you today, pal? What do you have?
Hey, Doc. How you doing?
All right, Zach. What's up?
Last time I actually saw you was up in Cooperstown. I don't know if you remember. Bob Shepard was trying to charge me $5,000 to introduce
the wedding.
My wife.
I remember that. Yeah, that's a lot of those old guys do. You know, Scully likes to get paid too. You know, when he goes on radio shows. A lot of those old guys want to. You know, they didn't make a ton of money, and they old school. You want to use my voice? You pay me. Yeah, there's some truth to that. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, you did it for free, so thanks. But now I want to talk about Coach K. Maybe you could grill him when you get him on later this week. But how do you get all these 5-star recruits that can't play man-to-man defense? He switched to the zone. I understand in Syracuse, Boeheim does it. Boeheim does not get the 5-star recruits that.
Well, he's going to tell you because he wants to keep them out of foul trouble, and he doesn't have a great bench. So he wants to, and they get tired. So that's what he's going to tell you.
He doesn't have a great bench because he does all these one-and-dones. All these kids transfer. Jeter transferred. Thornton, this kid Tucker transferred. They all come to play at Duke. And they don't want to play at Duke anymore they're not going to stay for 3 or 4 years when you're going to bring one-and-dones and they're going to get replaced the next year. He's got to change his way of recruiting to me. Also, too, the last 2 classes he's brought in, they've been phenomenal classes, but no point guard. This Duval, Bill Self out-coached Coach K yesterday. He took Bagley and Carter away for the most part. He said, hey, Duval, you beat us. And Duval was feeling it for a little bit, but Duval has been the most inconsistent player on that team this year. He came in as a point guard. They had to move Grayson Allen to point guard for the 2nd year in a row. Grayson Allen is not a point guard. He's a mental case. He turned into a 3-point shooter for the whole season. Towards the end of that game last night, I'm watching it with my two kids, and they're like, why is Grayson shooting threes? Finally, he penetrated. He got fouled, got 4 foul shots, and then he had the buzzer beater that went in and out.
Let's not overreact to the analyzation of the game. 50 seconds to go. Duke ball, up 3. Would you have taken that if I told you that at 5 o'clock? Furthermore, last possession, Kansas needed to make a 3 to tie the game. Would you have taken that? You would have taken that if you were Duke. Let's not go crazy. And that was a Kansas crowd, Omaha, Nebraska. But Duke can't complain about that. They've had many advantage where they play in North Carolina in these kind of games, so they can say nothing. But that was a road game in a lot of ways in Omaha, and they had the ball up 3, plus the fact, let's be honest, now they get every whistle known to man, so nobody's arguing here either. If the official blew the call, that was an offensive foul, with Newman when he ran into, I think it was him, when he ran into Carter there with 2:42 to go, Duke up 1. That was not a foul on Carter. So they would have had the ball up 1 in overtime, Carter still in the game. Keep that in mind. 9 in front of the hour, continuing here on Mad Dog Unleashed.